Uh, okay, so why I'm making this video is, first of all, I just want to give you some information. Today what I'm going to discuss about is, can you actually lose fat and build muscle at the same time? Now, when it comes to saying that you lose fat or building muscle, first of all, you have to know that these are very two separate concepts. When we are talking about losing fat, that can only happen when you're in negative energy balance. That means calories in need to be less than the calories out. Now, I know it's not that simple, but this is the basic routine if we want to really lose fat. The second one is build muscle. Now, the conventional theory says that you can only build muscle or gain weight if you're in calorie surplus. Now, I completely agree that you can actually gain weight only if you're in calorie surplus. When it comes to building lean muscle, things get a little trickier here. Now, why I say that things get a little trickier, because first of all, you have to understand that building muscle or muscle building process is not just a result of consuming proteins or carbs or fats, right? Building muscle, your body will build muscle as an adaptation response to the kind of stress that you're going to give to your body. So let's say you go in the gym and you start working out, you start bench pressing, and you're bench pressing more than what you did in the last week. So that means your body has to go under more stress than the last week. So how it will adapt to that added stress is by breaking those muscle fibers and creating a kind of an atmosphere in your body where your body has to repair that muscle, and you will feed that extra protein, and that body takes that extra protein and puts it in the muscles that were working and those were stressed more than the last week. And that is how your body will actually build muscle. So building muscle building process is actually an adaptation response by your body to the induced external stress that you put on it. With that said, let's come to two scenarios. First of all is if you're a beginner. So let's say you're a beginner and you are in a calorie deficit, negative energy balance. So let's say your maintenance calories are somewhere around 1500 and you're consuming 1300 calories. What will happen in that case? Can you lose fat with gaining muscle? Definitely you can. Why I say that? Because first of all, you will definitely lose fat because you're in a calorie deficit and you're having your proteins and carbs and fats on time and everything is fine. But you will also build muscle. Why? Because your body has never had a chance to go through that kind of a stress of lifting weights, right? So now when you start lifting weights, there's something magical that's happening in your body. First of all, you're burning extra calories through weightlifting, right? But another thing that's happening along with it is that you are forcing your body to adapt to the external stress that your body has never ever experienced. And in response to that, your body has to create a, let's say, protein synthesis or a muscle building environment even when the calories are low. So in that case, what will happen is you will actually build muscle while losing fat, because that stress, the induced stress on your body is way more than the calorie deficit that you're giving it. So you're going to build muscle and you're going to lose fat. Another thing you have to understand that as a beginner, not every one of us is really lean. You know, some are skinny fat, some are fat, or some are comparatively somewhere middle, right? And your body doesn't always need carbohydrates for energy. So if you have comparatively, let's say 15 to 17% of fat, or even let's say 12 to 17% of fat, I'm taking that range, you know what? Your body can actually get energy from all that fat. So when you're in the calorie deficit, your body can actually use up that fat energy as those extra energy calories that you're not feeding it. I know it might sound really confusing, but I'm trying to simplify it as much as I can. So you can just comment down whatever you didn't understand. I'm going to explain it again. And what happens with that is your body has the extra energy from the fat resources in your body, right? And that creates a kind of a caloric surplus, a perceived caloric surplus environment in your body, right? And that actually helps you to build muscle. You might not be able to gain weight, but you will be building muscle and losing fat at the same time. Now, that was a beginner thing. So even if I say, even if I take my example, and let's say I was not working out from about 6 months in 2014. In 2015, last year, I decided that I'm going to start my building muscle journey again. In that case, what happened, I was somewhere around 16% body fat, and I had not actually lifted weights from about 2 to 3 months. 6 months, not seriously, 2 to 3 months, I didn't lift even a single weight. So when I started lifting weights, what actually happened is I put myself into caloric deficit. And on top of that, I was weight training. I started doing heavy training, powerlifting moves, some calisthenics. So that was kind of an added stress on my body, along with the calorie deficit was happening. So what I was happening is I was actually gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time. So if you're someone who has been you've been out of the gym due to injury or has been sick, the moment you will come back in the gym, you know what will happen? You will have the kind of the beginner response, minor beginner response for the first couple of months, let's say. That is very subjective because that depends how long you have been out of the gym. So I started gaining muscle as well as losing fat. And when I extremely came down to somewhere, now this is the second point that I'm going to take you, that if you're someone who is an intermediate, has been lifting from a long time, or you're someone who is very lean. So when I came down to about body fat of 9 to 10%, you know what started happening? That caloric deficit that I had created actually started making me weak. I was not having enough of strength. So what I had to do is I had to actually go above my maintenance calories. And as soon as I did that, you know what happened? I stopped losing fat. Because that's the basic of losing fat. You have to be in the calorie negative. You have to be in a negative energy balance. So you have to understand this, that losing fat and building muscle at the same time is very subjective and depends where are you starting. So if you're someone who's a beginner, has never had a stress, or your body has never had a chance to adapt to a certain stress, external stress, then definitely when you'll be in a caloric deficit, you'll be weight training alongside, and you'll be doing periodization, and you'll be progressive overloading every single week, you will gain muscle and lose fat for a certain period of time. Maybe till a time when you get lean, or maybe till a time where your body actually adapts completely to kind of stress that you're giving right now. And if you're someone who is an intermediate or already very lean in a competitive state or in competitive body fat levels, no, it is just not possible for you, because it is not natural for your body to do that, because you're already stressing your body too much, and that will actually hinder your body to actually lose more fat, right? So this was my take on can you actually build muscle and lose fat on the same time. So I hope this helps you guys. This video is all about how to bulk in a right way, right? With that we mean how to stay lean while bulking, because we all know that dirty bulking days are gone.